And ladies, you know what the hardest thing about wearing a colostomy bag is?
Back me up.
Finding shoes to match. But even though I got fired from the hospital, I still became a gynecologist. But I got fired from that job, too, because I got caught eating on the job.
How many times did he say job?
Yeah, nobody can call me a quitter because I got fired from every job I ever had. And, you know, I usually don't tell this, but since...
Come on. That was like the clever... That was pretty... Kenny stuck in a clever one.
Clever one. He totally threw the crowd off.
I know. They were bracing themselves.
They're like, what? It's got to be something really heinous. Yeah. No? Oh.
Hey, Pat from Menaki wants in. Pat?
Hey! Have Mikey eat her ass. He'll eat anything.
Adam in Texas. Adam?
Hey, have you fought the war lately?
All right, back to Kenny's stand-up here.
Be a quitter because I got fired from every job I ever had. And, you know, I usually don't tell this, but since it's the holidays and you're a nice crowd, one time I was a production assistant on a set of porno movies, and my job was to hold up the guy's ball sack up and out of the way so the camera could get a nice close-up shot of the dick fucking the pussy.
Way to word it.
But I got fired from that job also because I kept dropping the balls out of my mouth.
Can you pause? I want to congratulate you on the most horribly worded joke ever. It actually is not a bad joke, but he actually just tells it without joke form. He just talks it through. So I would go to the job and I would hold the balls up, but that wasn't part of Jesus, Ken.
My job as a production assistant.
And he said up twice is to hold them up out of the way, up in front of the camera.
Up in front of the camera.
He just sort of over-explained it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hold the balls up so they could see the dick.
It was like you were applying for the job again. What I did was I held the balls up, so I'm good at that there then.
He was testifying.
Yeah. Punchline.
Two Jews are meandering into a speakeasy that actually lost its liquor license, but then got it back recently. And through a string of legal actions, they wound up owning it, but then they were going to sell it.
So they're meandering.
Let's go to Matt in Jersey. Matt?
Early to bed, early to rise. Makes me want to come in your eyes.
Oh, my God. Let's go to Vegas. Clint?
It's rape and date, and I helped.
Shake and bake.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it. Joe in
Done with that one.
in the big city. Joe?
Pardon me, would you have any Jimmy the Poupon?
That's actually not bad.
That's not really as bad as it came off. His delivery stunk.
Let's go back to the
I could
stage.
take out my bacon, stick it in your can.
We're going back to Kenny on stage.
So the other night I'm home watching TV, and I'm watching this movie that's got a brutal rape scene. And you know what I don't understand? Why is it every time after a chick gets raped, they always take a hot shower? What are they trying to do, wash away the memories? And is it still considered a date rape if you don't take them to a movie afterwards? And speaking of rape, you know what my fantasy is? To rape a bride. Right in a white dress and everything. I grab them around the throat with a knife. I drag them into a bathroom. I bend her over the sink. And like 10 minutes after she said, I do, she did.
Can I say, I am actually offended.
Yeah.
Brutal.
Kenny says, love to fuck that pussy.
Wow.
I'm very proud of my closing joke, though.
Yeah, the closing joke will do it?
Yeah, we're getting towards the end.
Yeah, I know. That was fun, though. Let's go back to Kenny.
Fun while it lasted.
Well, it's
Well, since you like rape jokes so much, how about a few pedophile jokes? You know, when my son was a toddler, my wife asked me to give him a bath, so I decided to bathe with him. So while we were bathing, my son asked me, he goes, Daddy, how come your penis is different than mine? And I said, son, because you don't have a boner.
Listen to the silence. Listen to the silence.
The sounds of silence.
I do like that old commercial he used to do though. Cunt, 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 cunt. And boy, if that bombed, was Than gonna get called out? But since it didn't, I wrote it.
Listen to the silence again.
And I said, son, because you don't have a boner. Because you know how you can make your dick look really big? You put it in a 5-year-old's hand. And of course, everybody knows what you do when you're done fucking a bald pussy. You put the diaper back on.
Don't say and clapped.
One friend.
Now that I accomplished what I had to do with all the groans, I'll leave you with this. All right? You seem like a smart crowd.
Is it the slicked back?
What's the difference between a clever midget and a girl with a venereal disease? One's a cunning runt. Thank you. You've been a good crowd. Enjoy the holidays. Good night.
Do you know?
Club Soda Kenny, everybody. Show him some love.
Show him some
Show him some love.
Show him some love.
Show him some love.
Show him a rake over his head.
Why show him love? He wouldn't recognize it if it appeared. Jesus.
A little harsh there, Kenny.
Did you like my closing joke?
Yeah, I heard about, when I was a kid, Shelley Sunstein used to tell this joke on WPLJ in the morning, and me and my friend would tell each other the joke. And that was one of the jokes that I heard when I was like 15 in high school on WPLJ, a cunning runt.
Really?
Yes.
So it brought back some fun memories for you, Jimmy.
Yes.
What you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah, but couldn't say running cunt.
Oh, is that it?
Oh. I didn't know there was a reverse there. Okay, that makes sense.
Let's go to
Yeah,
Dan.
what's the difference between a clever midget and a girl with a venereal disease?
Wait.
What?
Oh, now I get it.
We get it. We get it.
A clever midget is a smart little fella?
Yeah, one's a cunning runt, the other one has a running cunt.
No, the other one is, not has.
Thank you,
right.
Captain Obvious. Dan in Vermont.
Yeah, dude, I'll bring the jack to see if I can hook him up to that radio.
Is he doing a bit? Dan. Dan.
He must have been hold for a while.
Yeah.
He's gone.
No, he's like trying to smash a radio live on the show or something, and it's failing miserably. Dan. Dan.
You have a good Christmas, dude?
Who is he talking to?
Dan, who are you talking to?
Oh, please kill yourself
I was
on
going
the
to
air.
say, you're going to hear a gunshot in a second.
That would rock.
Dan.
Boom.
This is not Dan-tastic. We won't be ignored, Dan.
Camera with the printer, dude. It's actually pretty cool, man. You can, like, take a picture, dude, and then fucking just print the picture out in, like, 2 seconds.
What a dope.
He has no idea he's on, or is this a bit?
No, it's not a bit. It's too awful to be a bit, even from a bad listener.
Dan, last chance.
Yeah, you don't even need a computer, dude. You just plug this cord from the camera to the printer and
Oh.
take a picture, like...
This is like behind-the-scene Photoshop.
Yeah.
All right. Kenny, anything else you want to say?
I want to wish all the people a Happy New Year.
All right.
See,
You want to
Peace,
say goodbye
love.
to Canada, or should we do that? Yeah. Just a little country.
What happened? They're not going with the program?
they are.
Would you like to say goodbye to Canada, or should we do it?
Up till your act, I think we were fine.
I think we're just fine. All right, Kenny.
What? You can't blame me for their country. All right, goodbye, thank you, and I'll talk to you about our New Year's plans in Philly at the Tower Theater.
With Jim Norton. Yes, we're all going down there. So, all right, Kenny.
Make sure everybody gets their tickets. All right, thanks, fellas.
Bye, doll.
Have a nice day anyway.
All right.
All right, bye.
90% of that was a really good bit.
Man, he is just... That is beyond anything I
And they were enjoying him up to that point. They were actually enjoying him, and then he was like, they're like,
Yeah.
I think when he did his so-called rape joke, when he just described a rape
Yeah,
rather
yeah.
than having like some sort of punchline.
Any
at the end
kind of
it.
punchline or humor to it or irony or anything but just a description of a horror.
rape's a tough one to sell in comedy, but it can be if you do it right, if you sell it right, if the joke is good. But like when you just describe it and then go at the end.
Yeah, that's not quite it. What a
Your
twisted...
tag is, so that's what I do.
Yeah.
Right.
That's really good. Twisted fuck he